Once upon a time, not so very long ago, there was a little railway called the Mid-Sodor. There were 4 engines who ran the line: Stuart, Falcon, Freddy, and Duke. Duke was the oldest of them, named for his grace the Duke of Sodor. He took pride in this, and would always try to keep the young engines in order. Many engines came and went, but Duke outlasted them all. Stuart and Falcon took to calling him Grandpuff. They admired him, but got quite sick of hearing about his grace. They would often chant, "Engines come and engines go, Grandpuff goes on forever." "You impertinent scallywags, I'm lucky to get to go on, and you two are as well. Some engines never get their chance. Engines like Proteus." "Oh, Grandpuff, whatever do you mean?" "Proteus never got his time. This was before you two arrived, and shortly after Smudger was converted to a generator. Proteus was Smudger's replacement. When he arrived, he was very prideful and wanted to prove his worth." "All right, Proteus, I've got a job for you. Since you are new here, I'll start you off simple. You shall collect slate trucks from the incline and bring it to the wharf." "Trucks? But I'm much more suited for passengers, sir. Have Duke take the trucks." "You're still new here, Proteus. You don't know the line quite as well as Duke. I think starting you off simple will help you learn the line a bit." "All right, sir. I'll take the trucks." Trucks. Ugh, the shame of it. Passengers are much more suited for me. Proteus was so caught up in his arrogance that he hadn't bothered to check if he was uncoupled from the trucks. The incline began to slowly pull him up. "What the? Oh no, the incline! It's got me!" I returned to see Proteus being dragged up the incline. Suddenly, the incline couldn't hold anymore, and Proteus's coupling snapped. "Help! Proteus!" I chased after him, but unfortunately I wasn't fast enough. At the edge of the quarry was a deep chasm. Proteus hit the buffers and went over the edge. I never saw him again. But some say late at night you can see Proteus atop the incline, but he soon fades away into nothing. So be thankful that you young'uns still have your chance to work. Engines like Proteus never got their chance. No sign of the engine anywhere. Well, it's got to be around here somewhere. Engines don't just disappear when they derail. Keep looking, Robert. I'm still not seeing anything. What about you? Robert, come look at this. Whoa, is that what I think it is? Seems like it. But how can his lamp have been the only thing left here? I'm not sure. What happened? I don't know. But this is no ordinary lamp. What do you mean? I saw things. Things I can't quite explain, nor understand. So, what do we do with it? I suggest we leave it be. Something tells me we won't find that engine. But But some say Proteus can still be seen at night atop the incline, but soon he fades away. You're still telling that story, Duncan? I seem to recall a certain other yellow engine being scared speechless after I told that story. Proteus is a cautionary tale, anyway. Now, get some rest, you young'uns. I hear Mr. Percival has an announcement for all of us tomorrow. We better be wide awake for that.
Everyone, I've gathered you all here for a special announcement. Soon there will be a familiar engine returning to the Skarloey Railway. Familiar? Who is it, sir? His name is Freddy.
You mean Fearless Freddy?
The very same, Duke. Who's Fearless Freddy?
Freddy used to work on the MusicOfSodor with me, Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel. We called him Fearless because he was quite the daredevil on the MusicOfSodor Railway. Not afraid to run up and down the hills at breakneck speeds. It was astonishing. But when hard times came, he got bought by a private company. I just can't believe he's returning after all these years. We'll have so much catching up to do.
When is Freddy returning, sir? He'll arrive tomorrow at the transfer yards. As of now, from what I hear, he's still getting some restoration done. Now, let's all get back to work. We still have a railway to run.
I still can't believe that Freddy is returning after all these years. It'll be so nice to see him again. Where am I? Who in the... Show yourself! No, it can't be.
Oh, but it is. Hello again, Duke. Long time no see.
You can't be here.
That's just the thing, Grandpuff. I'm not here. Not physically, anyway.
What are you doing here?
Not much. Just preparing for the big day.
What day?
The day where I get to be whole once more. Finally show myself to the world. And I anticipate that moment coming quite soon.
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough, Grandpuff. See you soon.
It was only a dream. Freddy, welcome back. Fearless Freddy is back. And is that Stuart and Falcon I see as well?
Actually, it's Sir Handel now. And I go by Peter Sam.
Well, seems a lot has changed since I last saw you three. There certainly is some catching up to do, no doubt.
So what have you been up to all these years, Freddy?
Oh, now where do I begin? After I was bought out by the private company, I was taken to the docks and placed on a ship. The ship sailed for days, but I don't recall much of the trip. I slept through a lot of it. When I awoke, I found myself on dry land. I worked on that railway for many years. The scenery was exquisite, and the engines were very kind. Eventually, though, my controller came into contact with Mr. Percival, who said I would recognize many of the engines here. My controller and I both decided to send me back, and I was quite excited to be able to see you all again. It was hard to say goodbye to the private railway, but I knew that you would all welcome me back, and that I'd be happy to reunite with you all once again. And I can see there are many new faces to get acquainted with here. It's good to have you back home, fearless Freddy. Good to be home, Duke. Having Freddy back on the railway is really bringing me back to the old days. It's nice to see him again. Any other things to share? Well, Duncan's been telling Proteus's story again recently. Really? I could have sworn you told me he was scared of Proteus. Not anymore, it would seem. It seems like Proteus's story has some sort of sticking power. Sticking power is right. I saw him in a dream recently. Well, more of a nightmare, really. Is that so? Yes, it was strange, to say the least. What happened? I was on a track with buffers on each end, and suddenly I came face to face with Proteus. He said he had been waiting for his day to return, how he'd be able to finally show himself to the world. It had to have been a dream, right? You know, I used to have a friend who indulged himself with Proteus. Really? Who? His name was Burnett Stone. What happened? It was long ago. He and I were at Proteus's crash site. We were wondering how he just seemed to up and disappear with no trace. Suddenly, Burnett stumbled upon Proteus's lamp. How? Proteus's engine was lost. I'd assume his lamp was the same. I'm not entirely sure myself, but he said the lamp was very unordinary. He saw things he couldn't explain, so he left the lamp alone, until one day... You said that we would let the lamp be. But there's something about this lamp. Something alluring. I want to study it, see what I can find out. I don't think there was a single day he wasn't journaling something about the lamp. I myself stayed out of it. He became increasingly distant from me, and eventually we stopped visiting each other altogether. The lamp had gotten to him. As far as I know, he's never made a public appearance after that. So what do you think my dream means? I'm not sure, but perhaps it was just a nightmare. But it felt very real. Dreams seem very real when we have them, especially nightmares. But if you keep having these nightmares about Proteus, I'd be worried. Until then, it's safe to assume it was nothing more than just a nightmare. You're right. Perhaps it means nothing. Thank you, sir. I feel a little better. Something on your mind, Sir Handel? I've been thinking a lot recently. What about? About Proteus and his story. Do you think that what Duke's been saying is true? I'm not sure. Duke always likes to say Proteus is a cautionary tale. But who's to say if he is still roaming the incline or not? I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and part of me wants to finally find out if it's true or not. Do you think he still roams the incline at night? I'm not ruling out that possibility. My morbid curiosity has me intrigued. If you do go searching for his ghost, at least be careful. If he is real, who knows what he could be capable of? I'll be cautious, Peter Sam. Don't worry. Now we'll see if this ghost is real. All
right, Proteus. If you're real, you'll show yourself to me. Okay, how about now? Well, seems like Duke can't get his story straight. What a bust.
Hello there, Typical.
I can't wait to tell old Grandpuff that Proteus was a fake.
A fake, huh?
Gah! What the... No way.
Hello, Sir Handel.
You're real?
As real as the rails you run on, chap.
This is surreal.
Hello, Peter Sam.
Hello, Duke.
Say, do you know where Sir Handel is? Usually he's in the sheds by now.
Well, Sir Handel and I were chatting earlier. He said he was thinking a lot about Proteus.
Is that so?
Yes, he said he was curious if he was real or not. My guess is he went searching for Proteus's ghost.
Oh, that engine. I ought to talk some sense into him.
I think I'd better hurry back. The other engines will start wondering where I've gone.
I think you'll find this is not the last time we'll meet.
What?
To you I leave this final curtain, but not without a mystery uncertain. For deep within this quaint line lies a lantern so sublime. Find it, and we'll meet again. But for now, I remain.
How very odd.
Hello, Sir Handel. I noticed you didn't come back to the sheds last night.
It was a long day at the quarry. I ended up staying very late, so I slept in one of the spare sheds there.
The quarry, huh?
Yep, a lot of hard work had to be done.
Peter Sam said you had Proteus's ghost on your mind. Did you?
Well, I was only curious if his ghost was real or not.
Is that why you stayed so late at the quarry last night?
Well, partly.
So, did you see Proteus on the incline?
No, I didn't. Turns out your little ghost is fake after all, Grandpuff.
You should still abide by the lesson that story has.
Deep inside this quaint line lies a lantern so sublime. Whatever that means. He could have at least told me where specifically to look.
Very stuck-up engine, isn't he? But it doesn't matter. I know he'll find it eventually.
I've looked in the deepest parts of this railway, and still no sign of that lamp. Maybe I was just seeing things the other night. Huh, wonder how I missed that.
Something wrong, Duke? Oh, hello, Freddy. It's just... I've been somewhat worried about Sir Handel recently. When are you not? This is a much bigger fear than any I've had in the past, Freddy. What's going on? He's become intrigued by Proteus's legend, and the Earl said that he had a friend who found Proteus's lamp and also became intrigued by it, and eventually became distant from him. I'm worried the same will happen to Sir Handel. But didn't he tell you he saw nothing at the incline, though? That's what he says, but I feel like he's hiding something, and that the lamp is involved in some way. I don't know what to say, Duke, but I'm here in case you need help. Perhaps you should warn him about that lamp. And besides, if I know Sir Handel, then he'd never turn his back on us for some silly mythical lamp. I'll do that. Thanks, Freddy. No worries, Duke. Wow.
Hello again, Sir Handel.
So, this is what you meant by meeting again?
Yes, I knew you'd reach me eventually. I have been waiting.
Well, I never knew you were here the whole time, and I tried searching everywhere.
Did you not hear me when I said the lamp was located deep within the railway?
Well, I at least thought it'd be in a more recognizable spot.
But I must hide.
What for?
Your friend, Duke. No doubt he'll be looking for me now.
What makes you say that?
He doesn't want to give me a second chance.
But he said you squandered your chance.
But I'm willing to learn from it. I just need the opportunity. I'm sure you've had your fair share of mistakes and second chances, right, Sir Handel?
Yes, I have. But how do you plan on getting a second chance anyway? You're just a ghost.
You?
Well, me? What do you mean by me?
You are quite the inquisitive one, but I think you are my only hope. I think you can convince Duke that I'm worthy of a second chance.
Well, how do I know I can trust you? Everyone treats you as a bad guy and a curse when talking about you.
The others just don't understand me. But you, Sir Handel, you understand me. You know what it's like to want a second chance, to make mistakes and learn from them.
I don't know. I feel like if I tell the others, it could cause trouble. Especially if I tell Duke. I feel like I wouldn't know what to say.
I think I can help with that.
You can?
If you let me into your mind, I can tell you what to say to Duke. We'll convince him together.
I don't know. I might need to think about it. That idea sounds dangerous.
I'm fine with waiting. You take your time. I'll be here whenever you're ready.
Long day again, Sir Handel?
What makes you say that?
Well, I didn't see you all day. Was it another long day at the quarry?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's odd, because I was at the quarry today, and there was no sign of you.
That is odd.
Sir Handel, I know you've been thinking about that lamp. Have you been searching for it?
No, not at all. Why would I if Proteus's ghost turned out to be fake?
Well, I wanted to know because that lamp is dangerous. I heard of someone who became increasingly distant from his friends because of that lamp. I just don't want the same to happen to you.
I just have one question, Duke.
What?
Do you ever think about how Proteus might have gone on if he hadn't been so arrogant at the incline? Maybe if he had the chance, he could have been really useful and gotten to go on as long as you and I have.
Proteus was arrogant, and that arrogance was his undoing. Besides, you never knew him. Why are you attempting to defend him?
I simply want to add another perspective to the situation. Isn't there always two sides to every story?
There's no two ways about this particular incident, Sir Handel. And even if there was, I still want you to stay away from that lamp. End of story. Now go to sleep.
Burnett.
What do you want?
You're thinking about him again, aren't you, Robert?
How can you tell?
Let's just say I'm good at reading people.
I pushed him away, and it was because of you. I never even got the chance to say goodbye to him.
It's been 2 years. Get over yourself, why don't you?
He was my friend, Proteus. You made me drive him away. You're a curse, a burden.
Friends come and go, Burnett, but I am eternal, and it's clear you need me, and maybe I need you.
Why would you ever need me?
I've longed to become whole again, and now meeting you, I feel like it's possible.
How would I be able to help you with that?
I've noticed that engine in your workshop. She looks like she hasn't run in decades.
And?
To be whole again, I would need a vessel, and I think she could be the perfect candidate.
Absolutely not.
Every engine longs for a purpose, Burnett. Wouldn't you say? If I had her as a vessel, I could give both her and me a new purpose.
Again, no. That engine is special to me.
Oh well, I'm sure Tasha would like that engine to have purpose again, but I guess that's not important to you.
You keep her out of this!
Come on, trust me, Burnett. This could be good for both of us.
Clearly, I can't trust you, and I'll make sure no one else makes that same mistake.
What are you doing?
The right thing. Goodbye, Proteus.
You think this will stop me? I'll be back again, Burnett. Just you wait and see. Hello again, Sir Handel. You've come to a decision, I presume.
Yes, I have. Duke isn't going to be convinced by me, so I want you to enter my mind. We'll convince him together, just like you said.
Excellent choice. Now close your eyes. Now open them.
The lamp is still there. Did it work?
You tell me.
Was that you?
Yep, I'm right up here.
This is not how I thought this would go.
Never mind that. Let's go have another chat with Duke, shall we?
How do I even start the conversation?
Ask why he's always felt such anger when talking about me.
That could work. Hey, Duke. Hello, Sir Handel.
Wow, the years have really not been kind to him.
Shh. I wanted to ask you something important. Well, go ahead. Why do you get angry so quickly when talking about Proteus? Oh, this again. I've told you before, Sir Handel. He's a cautionary tale. We don't speak of him anymore.
Tell him that he never bothered to try and rescue me.
Did you not try and rescue him from the chasm? The chasm was too deep. There was no chance of retrieving him.
Too deep? Oh, that tears it. That's nonsense. There have been engines saved from far worse, and you never thought once he might have been able to be saved? You are such a hypocrite, Duke.
Well, excuse me, Sir Handel, but it's the truth. I thought you wanted to civilly discuss this, but clearly that's not the case. Sir Handel can be angry at times, but never to this extent. It sounded more like... Oh no, my worst fear has been realized. Whoa, what was that? I certainly didn't say any of that.
That was me, buddy. In your mind, remember?
Why would you even do that?
The conversations seem to be going fine.
I had to take matters into my own hands.
You really flipped out on him, though.
Now that you mention it, I may have gone too far. Just a tad.
A tad? Duke's suspicions will definitely be raised now.
Yes, well, I suppose I may have to go ahead of schedule then.
Ahead of schedule? What are you... Ah! What was that? What are you doing?
Taking control.
What do you mean?
Still as inquisitive as ever. I'm going to exact my revenge on those who've wronged me. Give myself the second chance I've longed for. And you're the perfect vessel for that.
This wasn't part of the deal.
Well, I hate to break it to you, chap, but you've been swindled. You are merely a puppet. Say good night.
No! Someone! Help me! Ah!
And so it begins.
Freddy!
Duke, is something wrong?
Freddy, it's happened.
What?
Sir Handel, he did it.
Duke, breathe. What's going on?
Sir Handel, he must have found the lamp, because now he's not acting like himself.
But he said the ghost wasn't real.
Never mind that. We need help. But who could possibly know what to do? I think I have an idea. And that's why we need to find Burnett Stone, so we can save our friend.
I believe I still have the map to his location. I'd have to find it, though.
Please see if you can. Who knows what Proteus could be doing now?
Here, he's located in Muffle Mountain.
I've never heard of that place.
Not many have, but he should still be there in his workshop.
Thank you, sir. Hello? Is anyone there?
Are we sure this man still lives here?
He's got to. We know the Earl wouldn't lie to us.
Who goes there?
My name is Duke, and I've come seeking a man by the name of Burnett Stone.
How did you find me?
The Earl of Sodor, Sir Robert Normanby, sent us. He said you two were friends.
Us? Who's us?
Me and my friends, sir. Peter, Sam, and Freddy.
What does Robert even want with me?
It's not what he wants. It's what I want, sir.
And how do you know him?
He's been my friend for the longest time. But what I need is your help. I heard you know about Proteus's magic lamp. Sir? You might have opened up an old wound there, Duke. Well, I'm going in. I need to talk to him. He might be the only one who can help us.
Never did I think that godforsaken lamp would come back to haunt me. But here we are anyway.
But do you know how to stop it, sir?
There is one way. I had done a lot of research on that lamp, and had listened to what Proteus had to say. He told me he wanted to become whole again, but needed a vessel. In my research, I have found that Proteus's power source is his lamp. If we destroy that lamp, we destroy Proteus.
But he's taken over my friend. He's gained that vessel he's always sought for. If we destroy that lamp, would it still get rid of Proteus?
Yes, but it would destroy the host as well.
And you're sure there's no other way to destroy Proteus without destroying his host as well? Unfortunately, to my knowledge, there is no other way. Well, can't we find another way? Seems like it might be too late to find another way. And you're sure that's the only way to stop him? Yes.
Well, in order to do this, we also need to actually find Proteus's lamp. But that could take ages.
Well, not exactly.
Really?
If my memory serves me correctly, I actually know where the lamp is. Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's put an end to this monster's reign once and for all. Let's end this.
It feels good to be puffing on real wheels again. I can't wait to finally show Duke what I'm made of.
Stop right there. It's over. You cannot run forever.
Speak of the devil! Hello again, Duke, and I see you've brought a couple of friends with you.
What have you done with Sir Handel?
That is none of your concern. So, have you come here to give me my second chance, Duke?
Quite the opposite. We're here to stop you.
And just how do you plan to do that?
Hello again, Proteus.
Burnett Stone, and my lamp. Oh, I see what's going on now. But I know you're only bluffing. You all know what will happen if you do that, and none of you would want that, would you?
We're aware of the consequences, but if it means destroying you once and for all, then so be it.
Ah!
Guys!
Sir Handel!
Guys, please, help!
No! This is my chance now, or I won't let you ruin it.
Destroy it, please!
Duke, run the lamp over.
As if you have the guts!
Duke, I'm sorry. I should have listened to you.
Looks like it's too late for apologies now.
I forgive you, Sir Handel, and I'm sorry that I must do this.
Just do it, please!
No!
Say goodbye, Proteus. It's over.
No!
It's over.
At last, Proteus is put to rest. But at what cost? Sir Handel may be gone, Freddy, but his noble sacrifice shall not be in vain.
It's been a little over a month since we lost our dear friend Sir Handel. The railway hasn't felt the same. But we've all been healing in our own ways. And we'll always be there to support each other. But one engine has been grieving differently from us. Duke. He's been spending a lot of time by the seaside. He says the view comforts him, gives him hope. It's easy to see why. And me, well, I'm gonna really miss Sir Handel. But the way I see it, engines come and engines go. But legends go on forever.